Bogone bupirima reka ele morena kawena reka ema ratswarana morena orejoje lesedin waar die wilgers welig spruit, doringboom sy skadu sprei, soos ons groei in kundigheid, mag U ons lei. Sien ons hoe hier lei met die hand, laat U sien rus oor ons land. Strong streams united flow, Africa stands proud and tall. As we learn, we trust, we know, God is in control. Bless us, O Lord, guide us with grace. May Northwest be blessed always. Bless us, O Lord, sien ons lief. Ore Jehovah Morena, sien ons, bless us, O Lord.
Dear colleagues, in the spirit of unity and diversity, let us all observe a moment of silence and also pay tribute to the staff and students we lost in the 2025 year. Thank you. You can be seated. Good morning to all the colleagues and to all the colleagues who are joining us online. Special welcome to our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Bismarck Teobeka, all the members of the UMC, all our executive deans, all other members of senior management, and to you, all our colleagues, a hearty welcome to the academic opening. Thank you for being here at the start of what I know will be a demanding academic year. But before we speak about plans and possibilities, I want to acknowledge the reality we are working in. The system we are currently using is not functioning as it should. It is creating extra manual work, slowing processes and adding pressure to workloads that were already heavy. Many of you are carrying that burden quietly through long days, repeated workarounds, and the frustration of tasks that should be simple but are not. But colleagues, hear this clearly. We understand that this is real and it's not a failure on your part. We are crossing a bridge that is being repaired while we are still using it. The bridge has not collapsed. It's uneven and it requires more effort than it should. The additional manual work is at the moment a temporary scaffolding. It is not sustainable, we realize that, and we must ensure that it does not become normalized. We cannot just revert to any other system, so there's no immediate technical fix. So I do not want to offer false certainty or unrealistic timelines, but I can promise you we are not standing still. We are engaging, escalating, and pushing for sustainable solutions. Our priorities are clear. Reduce unnecessary burden where possible, remain transparent about what is within our control, and ensure that the extra work you are doing are visible and acknowledged. So this is not about asking you just to be resilient. It's about supporting one another through a difficult phase while we continue to build something better together. And colleagues, there are better things ahead. A major milestone was reached with the sod turning ceremony, marking the official start of the Northwest University Desmond Tutu School of Medicine. It's poised to become South Africa's 11th medical school, and our first students are expected in 2028. Northwest University celebrated its Alumni Excellence Award, honoring notable alumni across sectors for their contributions. Now, at an event like that, one really gets to see the impact that our graduates made. And then we are reminded, it all started here at the NWU. In 2025, we strengthened our global academic profile. We initiated transformative academic infrastructure projects. We celebrated excellence amongst our community and saw our students and staff excelling in their different fields of expertise. 2025 saw the promotion of 45 academics to associate professors and 26 to the ranks of full professors. In 2025, we submitted 50 new NRF applications and 30 re-applications, adding to our existing 312 NRF-rated researchers. This is commendable, and a heartfelt congratulations to staff member who achieved this milestone. These highlight our growth in impact, reputation, and societal contribution throughout the year. But, Prof. Bismarck and colleagues, higher education is changing, and it's changing fast. Artificial intelligence is one of those shifts. Most leaders in educational technology, 97% of them according to a recent survey, believe that AI will positively shape the future of learning, but it will require us to respond thoughtfully to the good, the complex, and the disruptive. AI will not replace academics, but it can enhance precision and scale. It has the potential to assessment that moves us from minimum competence to demonstrated mastery. It can support personal tutoring and personalized feedback. It can help us to identify at-risk students and using better learning analytics. Used wisely, it can strengthen what we already value: deeper learning, fairness, and academic rigor. This year, we are starting with the launch of D2L Brightspace, our new LMS, and the new name that will replace Ifundi will also be announced soon. But this LMS is not just a digital platform, it's a course design platform. It is an opportunity to rethink constructive alignment, student-centeredness, assessment design. Change is really comfortable, but it also allows us to redesign intentionally and not continue with outdated practices. We must also recognize the complexity of our PQM and qualification structures. And we are busy with curriculum changes, and we understand that it has ripple effects, timetabling, registration logistics, and the SIS constraints that are real considerations. But I want to thank all the faculties for the strong engagement and taking ownership of the process. With CTL's realignment, there is additional support to optimize our PQM for the future. And colleagues, we need to. The higher education landscape is evolving. Degrees are being questioned, and in this what we nowadays refer to as a skills economy. But I want to be clear. A degree is not a static credential. It's a structured proof of learning capacity. Our degrees must certify that a graduate can master complexity, think critically, persist over time, and adapt. In a world where skills expire quickly due to automation and AI, the ability to learn is the most valuable capacity. And the illiterate of the future will no longer be the person who cannot read. It will be the person who does not know how to learn and how to use AI. And that is our goal. We do not only produce graduates with disciplinary expertise. We need to develop critical thinkers, digitally fluent professionals, and ethical leaders. We must produce NWU graduates capable of lifelong learning. Degrees will not disappear, but mediocrity will be exposed. Institutions that fail to innovate, to connect to industry, or integrate technology meaningful will struggle in the future. Our responsibility is to remain agile, to teach for the market, not merely for exams, to integrate AI ethically, to embed problem solving, to prepare graduates not just for their job, but for the jobs that does not exist today. And through all of this, there's a golden thread: excellence with endurance. Excellence is not the absence of obstacles. It's the commitment to standards despite the obstacles. Endurance is not passive waiting. It is the steady collective perseverance while we improve what needs fixing. In times of challenge, character is revealed. Systems may falter, processes may strain, but systems do not define the Northwest University. Our staff and our students do. And we are defined by competent, committed, deeply dedicated staff who show up every day for our students. This year, we welcome a new first-year cohort and the return of our senior students, and Prof. Bismarck will speak more about our numbers, but they arrive with hope, expectations, and trust. They do not see our internal problems. They see their future, and it's our privilege to help them to shape it. Prof. Bismarck, I want to conclude my welcome by saying we move forward, not because the path is easy, but because we are greater than the challenges facing us. With honesty about our reality, with aspirations and action plans, I hope that 2026 will be a successful academic year at the Northwest University. Thank you for your professionalism. Thank you for your integrity. Thank you for continuing to choose excellence, even when endurance is required. Welcome to the academic opening of the Northwest University.
To our Vice Principal, Professor Linda du Plessis, members of the University Management Committee, members of the senior management that are here today, distinguished academics and support staff, student leaders, esteemed guests, good morning. I am pleased to deliver today's message from the Potchefstroom campus. We were initially scheduled to connect from Vanderbijl Park campus. However, owing to certain technical considerations, we have moved to this site. That said, such adjustments are part and parcel of a dynamic institution. What matters most is that we remain connected as one university community. I extend my greetings to our colleagues in person and online. Dumelang ko Mahikeng, Goeiemôre Potchefstroom. Good morning, Vanderbijl Park campuses and colleagues. We gather at the opening of the 2026 academic year after a demanding yet productive 2025. And we do so with renewed energy and confidence. It is therefore both my privilege and honor to declare the 2026 Northwest academic year formally open. Today, formally confirms the commencement of our core mandate: teaching, learning, research, innovation, and societal impact. As a public university, our work is anchored in the constitutional values of human dignity, equality, accountability, and social justice. These principles guide us, guide our decisions, and shape our institutional character. At the outset, I wish to convey sincere appreciation to all colleagues who ensured that we conclude the 2025 academic year with integrity and opened the 2026 with enthusiasm and determination. I know that staff carried the full weight of the teaching, assessment, research, supervision cycles with due diligence and sustained critical systems, residence operations, finance, protection services, student affairs, safety, infrastructure, ensuring that we are ready to tackle the year. The rollout of our student information system introduced significant pressures on the administrative processes, as the Vice Principal has said. However, our colleagues across all relevant business units and faculties responded with unrelenting commitment, turning challenge into progress. I know that this has not been easy, and I express my heartfelt gratitude for your continued commitment and support. It is because of this collective commitment that the university remains stable, accountable, and equipped to service our students and the broader community. I must pass my sincere appreciation also to our facilities and infrastructure teams for the prompt activation of contingency power systems, ensuring uninterrupted academic operations. This is a strong demonstration of operational excellence and institutional resilience. Access to higher education remains both a constitutional imperative and a national priority. In 2026, we received 480,000 applications, a powerful expression of confidence in our institution and of deep aspirations young people hold for further study. This surge in demand reflects a broader systemic challenge facing the sector. South Africa's public higher education system is under unprecedented strain, with rising numbers of academically eligible learners far outstripping the limited numbers of spaces available across the country's universities. Sector statistics paint a stark picture. Public universities nationwide can only accommodate 235,000 first-year students, even though hundreds of thousands more qualify for degree study. This mismatch means that well over 500,000 eligible applicants must be turned away in 2026, not for lack of merit, but simply because the system lacks the capacity to absorb them, and this is really concerning. With this national context, the Northwest University was able to allocate 11,800 first-year student places as follows. Mahikeng campus, 3,405. Potchefstroom campus, 6,212. And Van der Bijl Park campus, 2,277. Now I'm beginning to sound like President Zuma. See, you can have a PhD and still... These figures reflect the reality that every space we offer is precious amid a constrained system. An affirmation that our work here plays a critical role in expanding opportunity for our students and contributing to national human capital development. To date, as of this morning, we have recorded 10,559 first-time entering students and 49,355 senior students, with postgraduate registration still in progress. These reflect encouraging momentum in the registration cycle. However, we continue to experience operational challenges, particularly in relation to system-generated holds, financial clearance processes, NSFAS status confirmation, and related administrative interfaces. We are fully aware of these challenges and have implemented targeted remedial measures, including the deployment of additional resources and strengthened administrative oversight to ensure accuracy, efficiency, and fairness in all registration outcomes. We have, as you now know, extended the registration period until Friday, 20th of February, to ensure that students who are still experiencing problems will have the opportunity to register. Student finance and NSFAS matters remain central to institutional stability. Delays in finalizing national guidelines on allowances and private accommodation caps have placed strain on some of our students and on institutional funding flows. In response, the Northwest University has introduced targeted measures, including online acknowledgements of debt for continuing NSFAS students, operational financial registration committees, clearance of students with valid external bursary letters, and internal bursary support on a needs-assessed basis. In addition, a full-cost bursary scheme for academically deserving master's and PhD students from households earning under 600,000 is being implemented for the 2026 academic year. These efforts demonstrate institutional care and responsible governance while acknowledging constrained national fiscal environment under which we operate. We continue to strategically invest in infrastructure that enhances quality teaching and research. The current infrastructure portfolio includes 2.27 billion rands in projects under implementation and an additional 1.48 billion rands planned for completion between 2025 and 2028, and a long-term pipeline of approximately 5 billion in institutional commitments. These investments include the new medical school facilities, purpose-built student support centers, modern residencies, digital transformation initiatives, and sustainable smart campus development, each reinforcing our commitment to environments that enable academic excellence. In the domain of research and global academic standing, as the Vice Principal has mentioned, the Northwest University continues to perform strongly. In the latest Times Higher Education World University Rankings, we obtained our position in the 801 to 1,000 global category out of 2,191 participating universities, an indication to sustained quality amidst global competition. Across the disciplinary areas, we maintained robust positions, including arts and humanities at 501 to 600, business and economics at 601 to 800, medical and health sciences 501 to 600, law 301 to 400, life sciences 601 to 800, physical sciences 601 to 800, psychology 301 to 400. These outcomes reflect coordinated effort across faculties and support divisions and serve as evidence to our commitment to enhancing the university's academic excellence. In recognition of technological leadership, the Northwest University is proud to be the first South African university to adopt an official artificial intelligence policy approved by Council, positioning the institution at the forefront of responsible AI adoption in higher education. On another note, the Workforce Insights from PricewaterhouseCoopers Voice of the Consumer Survey 2025 shows us that the South Africans continue to face pressing challenges, rising costs of living, economic uncertainty, health risks, and the impact of climate change. These realities underline the importance of institutional strategies that prioritize resilience, stability, and a genuine care of our people. At the Northwest University, we remain committed to fostering an environment that supports the well-being of our staff and students, and to building a university community grounded in psychological safety, mutual respect, and shared purpose. I reiterate that the well-being and professional growth of our employees remains fundamental to the health and long-term success of this institution. Since my appointment in 2022, I have consistently prioritized addressing concerns relating to workload, remuneration, and the conditions of service. The staff cost optimization project, developed through extensive consultation and multiple engagements, introduced a special dispensation aimed at providing relief and ensuring organizational stability. The structure realignment process has also assisted immensely in ensuring the realization of addressing these issues. While the outlook for this year is encouraging, transparent governance requires that such measures remain subject to annual review and aligned to institutional affordability and prevailing national economic conditions. That said, I am sure you received your letters last night. As you are aware, the university successfully implemented its new 5-year employment equity plan, a significant milestone that reaffirms our commitment to transformation, inclusion, and fairness across all campuses. At the heart of the Northwest University are our people and our students. We remain deliberate and intentional about investing in our staff through continuous upskilling and reskilling to ensure that our workforce is future-ready, digitally fluent, and equipped to support academic excellence and operational sustainability. Over the past cycle, the organizational structure realignment project was completed with vigor and focus. Its primary objective was to enhance organizational effectiveness, streamline decision-making, and improve operational efficiencies across the institution. Building on this momentum, in 2026, we will embark on research entities and schools project, which will further strengthen our academic architecture and operational delivery, again, with a clear focus on efficiency, accountability, and performance. We remain intentional about entrenching the Northwest University's values and culture, affirming our commitment to operating as one university. Our values serve as the institution's operating system, driving behavior, accountability, and performance across every campus and function. As we look ahead, 2026 will be a year of accelerated strategic implementation. We will intensify our work on the establishment of the Northwest School of Mines and Mining Engineering, a flagship project that responds directly to national priorities and positions the university as a key contributor to South Africa's economic growth. Earlier this week, I attended the mining indaba in Cape Town, where it became very clear to me that our decision to establish the School of Mines and Mining Engineering was a sound one. However, we need to work with industry partners and add value to ensure sustainability. We'll continue to drive the development of the Northwest University Desmond Tutu School of Medicine and expand capacity in our veterinary sciences. Initiatives that strengthen our contribution to national human capital development, advancement of critical skills, and food security. As a farmer myself, I recognize the threat that the country faces with the foot and mouth disease outbreak. It therefore stands to reason that the Northwest University's initiative to build the School of Veterinary Sciences in Mahikeng campus remains relevant and it needs to be executed with speed. I pause here to share a very personal story. This past Sunday, I lost 5 cattle, dead, in one day. And for me, livestock is more than just, extra cash. They are part of family to me. When I lose 5 in one day, it touches me very deeply. But what is worse is the response of our veterinary system in the country. I reported these deaths on Sunday. The vet only picked up on Wednesday. There's no post-mortem you can do after 4 days. Now, if you look at this, this could be prevented. This is preventable. But it speaks to our real problem of shortage of veterinarians in the countries. 88% of our veterinarian doctors in the Northwest Province are not South Africans. They are all foreign nationals because we do not have capacity to train more. Therefore, our School of Veterinary Sciences in Mahikeng needs to be a national priority and needs to be accelerated. Entrepreneurship has now elevated as a core strategic priority of the university. We are deliberately shaping an entrepreneurship ecosystem that empowers our students, staff, and communities to create opportunities, innovate solutions, and contribute meaningfully to economic transformation. Internationalization remains central to our vision. However, our focus is evolving. We're placing greater emphasis on receiving international guests, building tangible collaborative programs, and deepening academic exchange. We are already welcoming a growing number of international students, and our system must be agile, responsive, and supportive to ensure their success and integration into our campuses. We are grateful for the continued support and engagement of the Minister and Deputy Minister of Higher Education and Training, whose visits to our campuses affirmed the progress we are making. These milestones are a demonstration of a dedication of our staff, leadership of our students, and the collective commitment of the Northwest University community. As we embark on this academic year, I encourage every member of the university community to remain engaged, to read the communications that will be shared, and to participate actively in shaping our shared future. The year ahead calls for focus, collaboration, and renewed energy. May we continue to build a university that is innovative, inclusive, and deeply rooted in service to society. Our institutional promise remains clear and unwavering. It all starts here. And I wish every colleague and every student a productive, fulfilling, a successful year ahead. I thank you. The live stream will end now, and we shall all rise for the national anthem.